Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum to all. After learning all the 12 tenses, today we'll start voices. What is voices? Voices are of two types, active voice and passive voice. As we have learned all the tenses are in active voice. Why it is called active voice? Because in tenses you have seen that formula is start with subject. What is subject? Subject is the doer who perform some action. In all the tenses we have seen the formula subject come at the beginning and object at the last, and in the middle verb forms we have taken different according to the different tenses and show the time different helping verb we use, because in present indefinite we do not need any helping verb. So according to the tense different helping verb we use and different forms of verb we use according to the tenses. So in active voice what we have seen, as you have seen in all the tenses, subject comes at the beginning. In active voice subject or the doer is more important than the object. What is object? Object is the thing that is affected by the action of the doer or the subject. So when we need to show or the doer is more important, we use active voice. That's why it is called active voice, because here the doer is in active condition. And in passive voice, subject is not, there is no need to know about the subject. It means that object is more important rather than the subject. That's why it is called passive voice, because here subject is or the doer is in passive condition. General formula of object, the passive voice is, just see here in active voice subject is in first condition, the subject is in the beginning, whereas in passive voice object is in the beginning and subject take the place of object. So what is the formula? Object comes in the beginning because it is more important rather than the subject. Object, then helping verb according to the tense. Then verb, we always use third form of the verb in passive voice. So when we use in all the tenses, third form of the verb, how can we come to know about the different tenses? With the help of different helping verb according to the tense, we can come to know this sentence is belong to which tense. Then we add before the subject preposition by to show the connection with the doer or the subjects. So in passive voice formula we have 5 things: object, helping verb, third form of verb, preposition by and subject. In all the tenses this formula will remain the same in case of passive voice. Only according to our tense of the active voice we will use our different helping verb. But in case of active voice we have 4 things: subject, helping verb, verb, different forms according to tense and object. Let's see the example. He killed the dog. He is subject because he is the doer, and what he is doing, he killed. Kill is the second form of verb. It means it is past indefinite. And object. In past indefinite and in present indefinite there is no helping verb. That's why there is no helping verb here in case of this sentence. So it is simple that verb second form and object. So this is past indefinite. I have written here that according to the tense in passive voice we will use different helping verb. If it is present indefinite then we will use present helping verb is MR, and if it is past indefinite we will use past tense helping verb was and were, and in case of future indefinite shall, will or future we converted into shall be and will. Let's see see the sentence. Because it is past indefinite, that's why according to the formula just change it. Object come in the beginning. What is the object? The dog. Dog. Then helping verb, because it is second form of the verb, it is past indefinite, we will use past tense. Helping verb was. Dog was, then third form of the verb, kill, then preposition by, and then subject. What's the subject? He converted into him. After this I'll tell you how to change the pronouns when we change the active voice into passive. I'll give you the table. Here he will convert it into him. Let's see the sentence. He drinks cold water. He is subject, drinks first form of the verb, it means it is present indefinite. Then cold water is our object. How you will change it? Object come in passive voice the beginning. Cold water, because it is present, that's why we will use present tense. Helping verb is, then according to the formula, third form of the verb, preposition, and then our subject. Cold water is drunk by him. In case of future, she will kill the dog. Subject, then helping verb for future, then verb first form because it is future indefinite, then object the dog. How you will change it? Object will come at the beginning, the dog, then as I told you, shall and will of active voice will convert it into shall be, will be. The dog will be, then third form of the verb will kill, then preposition by, and then she will convert it into her. Likewise, if the tense is perfect tense, present perfect, or past perfect, like they have sent the prisoner or they had sent the prisoner in case of past perfect, how you will change it? Have or has of perfect tense, present perfect tense will convert it into have been or has been. And in case of past perfect, had will convert it into had been. Or if it is in future perfect, then it will also change into will have, shall have will convert it into will have been and shall have been. We add been with the perfect tense helping, main helping verb. Okay, let's see the example. They have sent the prisoner, then it will become the prisoner has been sent by them. Or if it is they had sent the prisoner, it will become prisoner had been sent by them. Another one, in case of continuous tense. In continuous tense, we need to assure two things. First one is the time, whether it is present, past or future. With the helping verb, we will show it. And continuity of the action is shown by the ing with adding the first form of the verb in active voice. What happened in passive voice? You know that object will come at the beginning. Suppose the sentence is they are sending the prisoner. This is our subject. Are means it is present and sending means it is present continuous, and this is our object. How come in the passive? Object will come in the beginning, prisoner. Then for the present tense we will use present tense helping verb is because it is singular. That's why instead of are we will use is. For the continuous action in passive voice, I told you that we always use third form of the verb. That's why for showing the continuity of the action, we use being with helping verb. Is our helping verb for the present tense and being for the continuous. The present continuous. Then third form of the verb sent, then preposition by, and then our subject. They converted into them. Later I'll tell you, I'll give you the table. Is in the same way perfect tense will be changed. For present continuous, our helping verb will be is being, am being, are being according to our object. So this is all, and I told you that when we need active and when we need passive. Active voice need when we need to show or need to know about the doer. Like the sentence government makes laws. we must know who are the person or who are there to make our laws. So government, our subject, is more important rather than the object. Like in this sentence, smoking is prohibited. Here, the subject is not known. We don't know who prohibited us from smoking. Our most important thing here is smoking, from which we need to avoid or make us bound not to do this. This is our object. So here smoking, knowing it, what thing is prohibited, this is smoking. So our object is more importance rather than the subject. So where if we need to expose the object, we use passive voice, and if we need to expose or name the subject, there we need active voice. These are all about the explanation. Let's for better understanding, let's start the working. There is no need to copy down whatever we have done on board. I'll take one by one the tenses and I'll do all the formulas and other things for better understanding. So let us start the working side by side. I'll explain. Don't copy down this work. What I am going to show you next, you will copy down as it is, and I'll continue to explain it. Let's come to the working.